Oh no! Y'all got terrible shit. Huh? This is money drawing powder.
Just like magic, I'm attracted. I get everything I want 'cause I attract you.
Welcome to the School of Biblical Divination and Magic. I am the head Christian witch here, Minister Ashley, and this is part of a series of my visit to the magical enchanting city of New Orleans. I was here for the 4th annual Christian Witches Convention. We had the rare opportunity of watching the owner of Cresant City Conjure, Sen Elias, at work. If you like this video and you would like to see more content like this, peruse our playlist, as well as leave a comment down below, like, share, and subscribe.
I'll go collect the stuff right now. Oh, oh no! Y'all got terrible shit. Huh? This is money drawing powder.
Is this allowed to be?
Definitely put it down.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but I'm not going to give you my recipe. No. But good job. You always put that. Some of them might slip up one day. You might learn something.
What are these used for?
What are powders used for? Powders are used for a ton of things. You can feed mojos with them. You line them for the best way to use them. Not the best way, but you can line your front door with them. So the front door of the shop is lined with money drawing. It affects the bottom of the feet, right? And so you track it wherever you go. You can do it with a curse as well, right? You can, if you want to curse somebody, you can do it with a cursing powder and line the front door. You can turn powders into oils, and that's what we're doing here. This is the base. This is the base for a lot of our oils. They're in our mojo hands. You can, old school would say that you can undo the hem of your shirts and your pants and put powder in them and sew them back up. You can put a little powder in your wash, so all your clothes get a little bit of it. Yeah, you can do a lot. You dress candles with powder. You know what I'm saying? You can do herbs. You see people doing herbs, but herbs won't burn the same. In fact, they can be a big fire hazard. If you get a leaf soaked with wax and fire, it could be a really big problem. Powders don't do that. You guys don't have it. You can blow them in people's faces.
Blind them in the eye.
Yeah, right.
Take that.
You got a blinded powder.
Thank you for sharing.
Hey, we love what we do. It's an everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a lifestyle. It's definitely a lifestyle. So, stay ready so you don't gotta get. It's about your ability to speak to the memory of your ancestors that exists within your blood. If you can't do that, then you can't do hoodoo. Hoodoo is ancestral veneration. And so what that means is the difference between hoodoo and like other traditions, you'll see a lot of tools. You'll see like wands and robes and all these other things. And for sure, there's some aspects of hoodoo that exist, but one of the reasons why you don't have as many tools is because our ancestors tell us where to strike. You don't need to do too much if you know where to hit. You know, if you know how a sweater is constructed, you can pull one string, the whole damn thing will unravel. That is the power of your ancestor altar. You don't need all those tools and trappings, and oil or powder or candle and things that you might think are small can do big damage because of the wisdom that your ancestors gave you. Your ancestors also give you the wisdom to not do any work, which is sometimes, when you go down this road long enough, takes more power. Takes more restraint than doing something about it. So always listen to your ancestors. We ain't nothing but human beings trying to figure it out. Nobody's more powerful or more insightful than anybody else. Our ancestors are. And if we listen to them, then we're always going to know what to do. We have to have faith and trust that they're leading us in the right direction. You know, you can fight with them if you want, but I promise you, it's a losing battle. Just do what they tell you to do.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. You know, the Bible is a book of a compendium of other books, right? And so the book of Psalms that we often talk about to use our works from, although it's not Psalms, the whole Bible that we use our spells from, but that is the original song book of the Psalms. What's really important about it is the more you get into the spiritual nature of Hebrew, the more important it is to have it actually written in Hebrew. Even the translations in the Bible, they take the different names of God out and they replace it with just God. I need to know which God we're talking about. And that's in that Bible. It'll tell you which name of God to call on for the workings, which will empower the workings for you. Oh, and the sun oil? We're headed towards the summer solstice. And so, I like to say this is the oldest clock in the world. The world itself, right, is the oldest clock. So being in alignment with the seasons will give you great power because you're aligning yourself with a power that has existed before us, way before us. So it makes sense to align ourselves with it. So every season, I bring the power down, meaning that I'm going to connect with that somehow. I'm going to be working with something that corresponds with the energy that is to come. So the next stop on this train is the summer solstice, and that oil is associated with the summer solstice. I do. That's our newest. So it rotates, and this is, and that's what's on. That's what's this season. Next season, there's going to be another offering.
You can keep that. I mean
and the next season there'll be another offering. It may be an oil, it may be a new greenery, a new soap, a charm, something like that, but it's an offering to the season. And it engages me, my students, anybody who comes and wants to be engaged in the work as a whole. I do. My group is really small though, and I require discipline, which is rare, so. I do have a group. Life be life, and I'm happy for the people that I do work with. It's a small group, which is good. You got to be there when they got questions. I had a dream. Okay, girl, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but all right. But you got to be there as much as you can for each of them. So I ain't looking to have 12, 30, 40, whatever. We have a small group. I have a larger group of people that I can take care of, which is what the shop more or less is. And then I have my smaller groups. I have the Apollo group. I have my witchcraft group.
And you teach a lot of classes online too.
I'm teaching a class online right now. It's going to be a 7-week course. And I think I used to teach more classes online, but I don't know. I feel like I'm getting old. I care less and less.
There used to be a lot of new people who still access those classes.
They can on Crowdcast. Yeah. That was when I was young. Get on the web, tell everybody. Now I'm just like, come see me.
Oh yes.
So that is not an oil base. That is a water base.
That is not the sun oil.
No. The sun oil is beautiful. Yeah, the sun oil would never look like mud.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. You can put it in the bath. People also use it as a floor wash. It's got a lot of salt and alcohol in it. So if you don't dilute it enough and use it as a floor wash, then you have salt crystals all over your floor. And which could be cool depending on what you're doing. If it's a temple room, I wouldn't mind that. But if it's my living room, maybe not so much. But I will put probably a cup full of that because it is really concentrated. Even when you use it as a bath, you'll know that it's concentrated once you bathe in it.
Embark on a captivating journey through the ancient world of divination with the Bible's hidden divination and magic. Uncover what the Bible really says about these practices used by the high priests, prophets, and apostles. Explore diverse divination practices, including the various forms of casting lots, interpreting dreams, and the magical miracles of Elisha, Moses, and even Jesus. Delve into the unique forms of divination used by each of the 12 disciples, Apostle Paul's high magic, and the sacred rituals practiced on the holiest day in the Bible. Learn about herbal sorcery used in ancient rituals and the differences between condemnable and acceptable forms of divination.
Join me for next week's episode as we continue to explore this magical, enchanting city.